Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your TRX Tabata burn workout. In this workout, we are using the suspension trainer to work your entire body for strength, cardio, and mobility, and we'll be using the traditional Tabata format of 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest in 4-minute rounds. Of course, I'll give you lots of different options to work to your fitness level. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's start by grabbing these straps, and we're gonna step back and we're just going to get a big stretch forward. So let your arms go forward, hips drive to the back, and then come up. So a little hinge, warm up, but really as you go down, stretch those shoulders and here. So we're just reaching out in front, big stretch, and up, big reach. And then let's add a little side lunge into that. So we get a little opening of the hips and we're just shifting our weight side to side. Right through here, stretching through the arms and opening up the hips. So we're gonna get some good mobility. I love TRX for mobility. And then we're gonna jump in with our Tabata sequences. So step it in right here. Let's open up to the side, chest opener, warming up through the spine. So with this, we are going to get Tabata. It is 20 seconds of work. I actually love TRX with Tabata because some of those hard things, our single leg stuff or our planks, you can do anything for 20 seconds, right? So it does kind of take a little bit of the edge off while still being challenged, because, go ahead and bring it back up. We're gonna sit low in a squat, knees out, and then big reach up. Takes a little bit of the edge off while still being challenging, because you only have 10 seconds of rest in between those 20 seconds. So you get a little bit of a break and then you go right back in. And what I always say about Tabata, if you've done it with me before, you know it moves fast, but it moves fast. Let's take ourselves away from the anchor point and we're gonna step forward. Now I have a super high anchor point in this space. In some of my old gyms, I didn't have as high. So I'm not gonna do too much adjusting of my straps, but certainly I'll try to cue you when you need to take them up or down. The important thing is to create that tension, right? Where the straps are tight, and you can always move your feet or adjust your positioning to make it tougher or easier. So right here, reach those arms forward and then open up just a few of those little stretches. You're not really leaning forward, you're just getting the mobility right through here. I am wearing a knee brace today, but don't worry, I'm okay. Just working through rehabbing an injury, so I'll be a little careful on a few things, but we're not doing anything too crazy. All right, catch your breath. We're gonna jump right in. We're gonna start our first Tabata circuit is all single leg squat. Now, a few things to think about. You wanna get in those straps tight, elbows here. You're sitting low. If you can, you're gonna sit to here and bring it back up. If you need a little extra support, you can put the toe down like a little kickstand or the heel out. If you wanna get all the way down in that pistol squat, you can take it there. We're gonna start right leg. Here we go. So sit low like you're sitting in a chair and drive it up. Again, if you need that support, and I might need it on this right one, you can have this toe here just to give you a little extra balance. You can use the straps for balance as well. Woo! Right? If you feel like those straps are getting too loose, step back a little bit, but you want those arms to be outstretched, be able to look up, relax. We're gonna stay on that same side, all right? So we are getting it done with that right leg again. Here we go. And again, if you're feeling spicy and you can get low into the pistol squat, take it there. All the way down. Again, you wanna make sure the elbows are here and then as they go out, but not letting your chest drop or your shoulders round forward. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna stay on that same leg. If you want, you can add a little baby jump. Remember, our jumps are grounded. Let's do it. Here we go. So you can either add a little squat jump. It's gonna be that burn that we talked about in the title, or you can just keep it on that same side. Right here, and up. I'm probably not gonna do the jump, but you do you. We only have 2 rounds on each leg of the jump. Woo! Relax. One more time. You can add that little baby jump. Keep it small, keep it grounded, stay low. Make sure you're not cheating the squat. Here we go. With the jump, or just the squat right here. You do you. It's gonna get that heart rate up, and then we're gonna switch our legs, all right? I know it's 4 rounds of 20 seconds on the same leg, but you can think of that as 2 circuits of 40 seconds like we do in any other workout. Shake that out. Whew. Catch your breath, team. Same thing, other side. Squat, squat. You can get low if you want. Add that jump if you want on our last 2. So regular single leg squat, elbows here, eyes up at your anchor point. 3, 2, 1. My weaker leg, because it's my healthier knee right now, it's feeling strong. Again, if you feel like getting super low, take it there, or this leg can add a little extra support if you need it. 3, 2, 1. Rest for 10, shake it out. I always like to pick my foot up off the ground to get a little movement through my foot. Let's get it done again. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Here we go. Right here. So you want the weight through your entire foot. I do cue to push through the heels a lot because I think that helps take the pressure off of the knees. Last one, and relax. All right, this one, you can do the jump or not do the jump. I'm gonna try to do it. So this is my better leg. We'll see how it goes. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. So little burn does not have to be fast, even though we're jumping. Don't feel like it has to be fast. I want you to get all the way down and jump. Don't cheat it with just a jump here. That's not what it is, right? Down. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, I know. You don't have to do the jump. If that's not you, you do you. Be where you are today. Let's get that other leg, or no, same leg. Here we go, last time. Jump or squat. We got water coming. After this is the end of this circuit. I told you it goes by quickly. 5 seconds. What do you got? 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. That's what it looks like. 4 rounds, well, 4 rounds on the right and the left. So 8 rounds of 20 seconds. Heart rate up, little burn. Let's grab some water. All right, quick circuits. They're 4-minute circuits, 20 seconds at a time. Cheers, y'all. We are alternating a bit. Lower body, lower body, upper and core. This one is all upper body. We're getting, catch your breath while we're doing this. We're getting a regular low row. I'm gonna show you here. We're gonna alternate that with a bicep curl. So row, our second one, you're gonna step back a little, bicep curl. We wanna make them different. This one pulls with your back. This one pulls with your biceps. Then we're gonna flip it around and we're gonna take it chest press, our upper body push, and then tricep press. So again, we wanna make them different. Chest press, walk it forward, triceps. So on your triceps and biceps, you'll want to decrease the angle a little bit. On the row and the chest press, walk those feet forward. Here we go. So your row looks like this. Straps are tight. Pull the elbows in. You're pulling with your back muscles, right? Pull those shoulder blades together. Slowly down, keeping the straps tight, not coming up so far that you get slack in it, right? Keep them tight, lower down, core engaged. 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're gonna go to biceps. Imagine you're doing a bicep curl, palms up. Your muscle memory is wanna pull with the back, but I want you to pull with the biceps. Here we go, 20 seconds. So you probably do not want the same angle on these. Your back muscles for your row are stronger and bigger. You can be a little bit more forward on those. You might wanna be a little bit more up, less of an angle on these biceps, right? Again, smaller muscles in your arms, entire body weight. 3, 2, 1. Stretch it forward if you need to. Again, let's make it, if you wanna make it tougher, walk the feet forward. Easier, walk them back. Back to our row, here we go. Squeeze, slowly down. Now we're mixing this up and making sure we get 2 upper body pulls, 2 upper body pushes, but we wanna make it a little different for your head, neck, and shoulders. Last one, relax. Stretch, One more time, biceps. Again, it's here, it's not here. Let's get it done in 3, 2, 1. Pull high, nice and strong. Right here. Woo! I know. This is why we love Tabata on things like this. Getting that burn. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Big stretch. And then we're gonna flip ourselves around. So we're here. Think of it like a push-up. If it starts to rub on your arms, lift those arms up. Walk those hands back. Here we go. If you need a little more time, just hit pause or just keep your own clock. I know sometimes getting into and out of. That's why I didn't want to change the straps. We just want to keep them tight. My core is engaged. So as I push with my arms, I'm pulling up and in with my core. And relax. Take those hands forward, get a little stretch. Now we're keeping the elbows in. It looks like this. If you need help on either of these, you can put that foot forward. Ready, here we go. Lower your forehead towards the handles, right? So again, your muscle memory wants to go here. Keep them in, elbows in, push back. Core is working too. Your whole body is coming forward. Not this. Make sure you're not doing that. Whole body, squeeze in the glutes, lift in the core. Last one. One more of each of those. Not so bad when we mix it up like this, right? Walk those feet back. Here we go. Can you get a little lower? Can you walk your feet back a little bit more on this one? Feel that strength. If you feel too shaky or like you're using form, walk your feet forward a bit. Press it up and in. 5 seconds. Can we get 1 or 2 more? Last one. Walk those hands forward. Little stretch here. Take them here again. Elbows in, bend in the elbows. Think of it like that overhead or lying triceps. Here we go. Elbows down and up right here. Woo! Again, you should not have the same angle on these two. It's kind of like a superset, a TRX superset, right? Going between the 2 exercises, but short Tabata intervals. Yes, last one. And relax. Take those hands forward, put 1 foot forward, stretch it here, and then stretch it here. I know. Whew. All right, team, grab some water. Again, lots of upper body happening there. Cheers, y'all. All right, so we got our pull and our push. By the way, this is a fake tattoo for a friend's birthday. I did not magically get a tattoo, guys. All right, so now we're going back to lower body. We're gonna do our lunge sequence. If a lunge is not right for you, you can keep it with a single leg squat. You can also put that foot down and do a lunge. I actually love doing a single leg lunge with the TRX because it takes the pressure out of that back knee. I especially need that now. But here's what we've got. We're gonna go right, regular lunge. We're gonna go right, curtsy lunge. And then if you want, you can jump them both. All on the right, then all on the left. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Regular lunge, drop it down. Drive the knee up to balance for core. Again, if you need to tap that toe down, totally fine. If you feel too shaky, you can take it here, keep the work in the front leg. If you can keep it off the ground, again, that takes the pressure off that back knee. And here, relax. Now we're gonna cross it over. So think of your curtsy lunge, right? Again, you can tap the toe down or keep it off the ground, but same leg, crossing over. Here we go. Eyes up, looking at that anchor point. Pull it up to balance. Right here. Take it down and up. As we get tired, it's tempting to let our chest drop, right? Eyes to the floor, keep those eyes up. That's gonna help with balance and help with your form. Last one. Same leg. Back to either your regular lunge or you can drive it up to here. All right, let's get it done. Here we go. You can jump it if you want. I'm not gonna do that on this one. I'm gonna keep the regular lunge, but it's up to you. We got 2 rounds of 20 and they're gonna go fast. Then we switch it to that other leg, right? I know. Core engaged, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Same thing. If you want to do the curtsy or the crossover, add a little jump at the top, you can. Here we go. It's here. baby jump, or cross, bring it up. With or without touching the ground, yes you can. Woo! I know. Boom. Breathe. Last one. And relax. Shake that out. We're taking it to the other side. Here we go, team. So other leg, regular lunge, curtsy lunge, lunge, optional jump, curtsy lunge, optional jump. 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Woo! I know. And here, boom. Breathe. Right here, down and up. And relax. Curtsy lunge. Again, these, especially right now, with my injury, getting down with my foot on the ground is a lot, so I like to keep it off the ground. Here we go. Woo! Balance, especially as we cross over. It is gonna mess with your balance. Really push through that outside hip. Whole foot, but especially through the heel and the sides of the foot to help you activate that glute. Relax. Same leg forward, lunge it back, jump it if you want, or regular lunge. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Just like that. Try not to pull yourself up with those straps. Push yourself out of that foot. Low to high. Burn. 3, 2, 1. Especially as we balance, it's tempting. We want to just use these for balance, and if you need it, for extra support, but try not to pull with it. Other leg, curtsy lunge, curtsy jump. Here we go. This is it. Yes. I know. Woo. There's that heart rate. It's getting up there. I know. I feel it too. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath, team. Shake it out. Let's grab some water. Quick little water breaks, about 1 minute in between. All right, team, let's take it down to the mat. Now with these straps, standing underneath your anchor point. I know some of you, it might be a door. We want to take these straps down to where the handles are right about your knees and the cradles are about mid-calf, all right? A few different ways to get into it. We're gonna start with our heels in it, so watch me here. The first half is on our back. This is your floor option, hamstring bridge, and then either half roll-up crunch or all the way roll up. If you're able, 2 fingers into those cradles, slide forward just a bit, roll back, and we're here. So we're gonna bring it in and lift, and then our second one is a roll up. Then we'll have a little bit of time to get into our second round of this Tabata, which is going to be planks. All right, here we go. Start them straight, bring them in, lift it up. Here we go. In, up, down, and down right here. In. First round, we're gonna add this in and out. Second round, we're just gonna keep them right here. It's gonna feel a little shaky. That's part of the magic, but lift, squeeze in those hamstrings. Last one. Stretch them out right there. We're gonna bring those knees in. You can either just do a little halfway up crunch or knees in here to here. Here we go. Use that deep core. Slowly back. Yes, you can. And back. Up. And down. Right here. Lift. Especially as you go down, take your time. A little bit of power coming up. One more. And relax. Again, if this feels like too much in the straps, take it with your feet on the ground. We're gonna keep those knees bent. Lift and lower. Here we go. So you don't get that relaxing of the hamstrings. You just gotta really push in. Lift and lower. I know it burns. That's when we're glad it's only 20 seconds, right? Squeeze. 5 to go. Get those hips high. Last one. Straighten them out. Whoo! All right, team, one more time with that roll up. If you want to cross it a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, you can. Here we go. Up, small twist if you want, slowly down. Deep core. Slowly down. And up. Yes, you don't have to go all the way up. You can make it a small crunch. If that's better for where you are. Last one. Ooh, and let's even it out. There's our time. Take those feet out. Stretch it right here. All right, second half of the Tabata. We're gonna give you a little bit longer than 10 seconds. Watch me here. You can get into these straps however it works best for you. What's easiest for me, lift them up like dirty socks. Roll back, put your toes in, turn over. All right? If you'd rather just come on your knees and get in place, go for it. Here's what we've got. Plank for 20 on our elbows. Plank for 20 here. Plank for 20, plank for 20. I'll give you some options if you wanna add a little movement to it. Our first, we're just gonna hold. It's only 20 seconds. I want you to stay lifted, especially in the center. Pull up and in. Elbows first. Lift it in 3, 2, 1. So you're up into that strong plank. I want you to tuck that pelvis, zip up that core, button up that rib cage, lock out your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, stay lifted. Can you even tuck a little bit more on the hips? Breathing through it, but everything is super tight. Squeeze those inner thighs. 3, 2, 1. Relax it down, stretch it back. Whoo! Now we're gonna do the same thing on our hands. All right, we're just gonna hold, so I want you to push up strong through the arms. Ready, here we go. Strong. Again, tuck the pelvis. We don't wanna be dropping down here, so tuck it in. Squeeze those legs together. Tighten out your quads. Squeeze your glutes. Yes, you can. Lift up through the pelvic floor. Open up the chest. Push away from the hands. 3, 2, 1. It's a lot, but it helps when you think about all those different things. Back to the elbows this time. If you wanna lift the hips in the pike, you can. Just hips coming up high. 3, 2, 1. So you can either just hold it here, lift, slowly down. I actually find it easier to add the movement. I know there is nothing like a TRX plank to really challenge your core. Yes, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man. Yes. Last one, we're up on those hands. We're gonna drive the knees towards our chest. So it's like a mountain climber in the sky. If you wanna take your feet out, do it on the floor. You can do that as well. 20 seconds, knees to your chest. 3, 2, lift up, here we go. Drive them in, drive them in. You can go fast with it, but I want you to have control. You can also cross if that feels a little better for you. Yes, 10 seconds. In the center or cross. 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe. Take your feet out, stretch it back. Woo-hoo. Yes, team. Those are all of our Tabatas, but I think we got time for one bonus move. It's not a Tabata. We're gonna go for time. It's gonna get, that core is burning, I know. It's gonna get upper body, especially upper body pull, as well as a bridge lift. Watch me here. From my straps here, I'm gonna bring them up. So you wanna lift here, pull on both. I want this kind of just below my hip bone, all right? If you wanna go right into your stretch break, if that feels better for where you are right now, that's fine too. If you wanna try this bonus with me, take it here. So it's gonna be halfway. You're here, you're right underneath your straps, or as far as you can get if you got, especially if you got a door. You're gonna lift up with the glutes, nice and strong. You're gonna pull up with the row, slowly down, slowly down. So the first and last half, glutes, hamstrings, lower body and core. Second and third half, you're pulling with that upper body. If that feels like too much, just sub in a regular row or a bridge, but let's get it done. Here we go, up, squeeze, down and down. Lift up strong with the legs, squeeze with the arms, pull with those back muscles. Keep those eyes up, up. Take your time with it. If you want that extra burn, keep those hips up and just do the row. I know some of us wanna separate them out. I get it too. Up. Oh, by the way, we're doing 40 seconds. Forgot to tell you. Can we get 2 more? Last one, there's your time. Squeeze and relax. Woo, drop those straps, fold it over right here. That is it, team. Whew. How do you feel? I know. Go ahead and bring yourself up to a standing position. We're gonna keep this cool down pretty short so we get you in and out of here. Roll those wrists first. So it is normal to feel a little bit of soreness or stretch through your forearms and your wrists because you're gripping almost the whole time. So don't be alarmed by that. We're strengthening, right? Go ahead, you can pull the straps down a little bit if you need to. Let yourself hang. So hips drop to the back. You can either be here, or if you feel comfortable, move yourself here and just hang. Whatever feels best, just let your shoulders drop, let your head drop, and let your hips sit back so you really get that stretch in the hamstring and all the way through the back. And you can kind of walk it in, stretch a little side to side, whatever you need, whatever feels good for you. Pedal those feet and stretch. Bring it up. Stand away from your anchor point. Walk it forward here and just keep inching forward and leaning forward, but keep 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and really open up the chest. I love this stretch. You can let yourself totally hang, or just keep your hands here and push against them while you bring your shoulders forward. This helps to push that heel down in the back. Hands up to the top, switch your legs. And again, inch forward till you feel that nice big stretch through the tris, through the back of the arms, all the way through. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you're feeling after this workout. I wanted to keep it pretty short and back to basics, but of course, as many of you know, we have tons of other TRX workouts here on the channel, so make sure you check out that playlist. Make sure you search BodyFit by Amy TRX. I have so many more, some long, some short, some upper, some lower, some full body, some core, some cardio, some mobility and flexibility. So many options, so check them out. Leave me a comment. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with others. That helps me be able to keep making these workouts for you and able to get more people moving in a way that feels good for them. Get some more stretching on your own. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Let's get one big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your TRX Tabata burn workout. Great job, everybody.